from. No matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Woo! Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to Unity of Portland. So happy to see you on this beautiful, beautiful morning. Well, we have a very good friend here, our guest, David Roth. David Roth. Sorry. Can you welcome him with the...
It's so nice to be back. Good morning, one and all. And I like that key of B flat. I'm changing my first song into the key of B flat just to keep the vibe going. Congregational song. You guys ready to sing a song you've never heard before? Yes, it's call and response. So I sing something, you sing back to me. And the only thing I'll tell you is I wrote this with 14 pre-teenagers back on Cape Cod where I live now. And every once in a while we would stop to talk about how you rhyme things in a song. I'm a songwriter. I'm a songwriting nerd, actually. And so here's what we put together. Our goal was to write a song about how to make the world a better place. Does that work for you? Call and response. Here we are, here today, here to sing, here to play, make this world a better place for me and you and the human race. If you had a bad day, you can turn it around, play some tunes, crank up the sound, hand in hand, lost and found, turn your frown upside down. Oh, know that we can be ourselves. A kid came up with that line, and I love it. What a self-aware line for a kid to come up with. But now we got to come up with a word that rhymes with selves, kids. That's what they said. They said. So I said, I'm going to need a minute on this. They said, oh, Mr. Roth. I said, call me David. They said, we got this. So I sang, know that we can be ourselves. They sang, wizards, fairies, ninjas, warlocks, and elves. 14 kids, pretty neat. Let's write this song, and then let's eat. Let's have some fun in the sun. Love our world, love our town. Let's go green, save the bees, save the whales, save the trees. Oh, let's have some chicken pot pie. Another great word, kids, but now we have to find a word that rhymes with pie. Sky, fly. And then a little boy raised his hand and said, Mr. Roth, I said, call me David. And he gave one of the greatest lines of any song. I only wish I had thought of this line. It's brilliant. I sang, let's have some chicken pot pie. He sang, we'll have lunch with the FBI. Then we can fly in the sky. My, oh my, everybody, FBI. And here we see a turkey giving thanks for you and me, 'cause we won't eat him today. Vegetarian's okay. Move around a disco dance. Take a risk and take a. May you have the perfect feast. And may our world have perfect peace. Here we are, here today, here to sing, we're here to play, make this world a better place for me and you and the human race. For me and you and the human race. Right here on earth, in outer. For me and you and the human race. Is that fun or what?
David, that is fun. Thank you, thank you. We welcome all of you here this morning to Unity Spiritual Center of Portland, where we gather with a holding in consciousness of the idea of a planet at peace, of every one of us having that within us and around us and recognizing we are one. I'm Reverend Lisa Davis. I'm the senior minister here at Unity Spiritual Center of Portland, and I believe that we're gathering, holding this consciousness, knowing that it's within us, it's around us, and we're part of those channels birthing that same consciousness and that ability to hold these ideas. You know, Rumi said, through love, all that is bitter will be sweet. Through love, all that is copper will be gold. Through love, all dregs will become wine. Through love, all pain will turn to medicine. And as we hold a place for the idea of the evolution of humanity and for new stories to be birthed and anchor, that's what we're a part of. Somewhere, every one of us said yes to this soul journey, to this, as Carolyn Mace says, our soul contracts, these sacred contracts that we have. And so this morning, as we begin in prayer, we hold a space knowing we're not praying to some God out there. Instead, we live and move and have our being in a quantum field, and that field vibrates through us. And so as we pray, we open our hearts to the true movement of spirit that reminds us we are the wholeness, that reminds us we are the love, even when the things around us don't show up like that. We stand for peace. We stand for due process of law. We stand for these beautiful beings, knowing that every being on this planet has value, worth, and they are here as sacred beings, so they deserve to have a home, they deserve to have food, they deserve to have respect, and we're a part of that. And so as we hold that. I don't want to pretend that we're not in that, but what we create here and online, we welcome our online family. What we're doing is creating consciousness that others can step into and can remember to breathe into. If you weren't breathing at any point this week, or you wondered, where is life? Where is it going? What do I do? How do I hold on? We get to remember together. We are one. We are humanity. And this, as we open in prayer, I invite you to open your heart. If it's been shutting down because it gets scary or we wonder where life is going, the presence and power of Spirit within us empowers us. It lives as us. And Spirit is that movement that says yes to the truth of our being. So let's begin this service in a breath. And I just invite you to come into that breath that says yes. that breath that knows we are one. I am that I am, ever expanding in our being, is present, it is available, it is lifting, loving, and moving through us now. We gather in this knowing, we hold that sacred space for all beings everywhere. You are loved, you are whole, you are infinite, you are complete, and as a creation of spirit, you are a channel for this connection, for this love, for this realization of the larger story of humanity that we have come to love, to live in peace as peace. And for this opportunity gathering today, we say yes, yes, yes. And so it is. Amen. All right.
Good morning. I'm Beth O'Shields. I'm your administrator, and I'm going to share some announcements with you this morning. As always, we first want to introduce our prayer chaplains who are available for you today following the service. This morning we have Annette and George available for you. You know, we are a ministry that is based upon affirmative prayer and has been for over 120 years. We have a prayer box here. If you are not ready to pray in person with somebody, you can fill out a prayer request. And even if you are ready to pray with somebody, you can fill out a prayer request. You can drop it in this box. Our prayer chaplains will hold this for 30 days before sending it on to Silent Unity. So we also have a dial-a-prayer, which is a message every day that you can call for a little inspiration to get you through the week. We have little magnets out on the table you can pick up with that number on it. We also have a Sunday morning guided meditation at 10:30 led by our chaplains. This happens in the chapel before the service. It's a wonderful way to get centered for your week, to begin your week. And Annette leads a 12-power Sunday study group each Sunday at 9:15. This will be wrapping up this month as they get ready for a summer break. So stay tuned to see what's next. You never know. All right, so today, the force is really with us. We love David Roth. Every time he's here, he just lifts us so much, and we really appreciate you being here. He's going to share a concert with us following the service today. It's on a love offering basis. I want to encourage all of you to stay. And one of the ways we're getting you to stay is we're going to bribe you with tacos. So, celebrating Cinco de Mayo a little bit, I want to thank Carol Thomas and the kitchen crew. Oh my gosh, she called everybody. They brought food today. We're having a little Cuatro de Mayo celebration downstairs, little taco action. So come and join us for Coffee and Connection. You know, it's wonderful to be able to create these opportunities for connection in our community. So we're glad that you're here today. We have an upcoming guest speaker and workshop that's happening on Sunday, June the 1st. Tama Keeves, well-known author. She's been here a couple of times pre-pandemic. Anyway, she has sent us a video, and I'm going to have Leah play that for you right now. Leah?
Hello, Unity of Portland. I cannot wait to see you. It's Tama Keeves, and I'm the author of Learning to Trust Yourself. You know how it is when you feel connected to spirit and you feel inspired and you know this is real and you know you can do anything, and then you doubt. And then a bill comes in, or then some crazy thought comes in, and you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Most of us live this way. And I want to tell you, we are here now to become undiluted. It's time. It's time to stop waffling back and forth from what we know to be true. Our life purpose is to listen to an inner voice, but it's an inner voice of love, not an inner voice of fear. Because when we learn how to trust ourselves, when we trust ourselves, we trust our spirit, we trust our genius, we trust our knowing, everything becomes possible. And that's what I want to help you do. I want to help you learn how to trust yourself and this voice inside you that can do anything. I walked out of a career as an attorney. I'd gone to Harvard Law School. I walked out of everything to become a writer. I didn't know what I was doing. I had to learn how to trust myself. I had to learn how to trust the instincts in me, the plan, the love, this universe, everything. And it has worked. And it's a journey of continuing to trust yourself moment by moment by moment. That's what I want to teach you, because we are the ones who are here to make a difference in this world. When you have a different relationship with yourself, you will have a different relationship with the universe. You will be flooded with knowing, with insight, with love, with support. Let's do this. I cannot wait to meet you, to play with you, to guide us together, to create this together. I'm just so excited to meet you and to help you learn to trust yourself.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes, it's going to be really wonderful. She's going to be our guest speaker on June the 1st. Her workshop is going to be following the service that day. We have signups out on the lobby table, and also there's a link in the newsletter and on the website. A time where we all need to learn to trust ourselves. I think it's going to be very valuable for us. So happening this week, chair yoga and meditation continues on Tuesdays with Lisa Siri, 4 p.m., $10 for drop-ins are welcome. You can come anytime. The Current Events Book Study Group continues on Thursdays at 1:30. They are reading Marianne Williamson's Politics of Love. Anyone is welcome to join them for that. Men's group registration forms are out on the lobby table for the Alton Collins Retreat coming up the first weekend in June. You still have a few weeks to register. Don't sleep on that. It's the first Sunday of the month, which means we have a new opportunity to enter the 100th anniversary special bookstore raffle that Alice has going in there for some free merchandise. No purchase necessary, just get your name in the hopper in there. The winners for April were Joyce Peck and Lily Ray, so congratulations to them. We moved the What You Can Do table today to the North Lobby. It's still out there. There's lots of ideas on ways that you can engage in small acts that make a difference. There's info added weekly, so stop by there. Our group of theater goers are attending Groundhog Day at Lakewood Theater next Friday, this coming Friday. There's still some tickets left. If you want to join them, you can go to PushPay and get your ticket there. Membership Sunday is rolling up in June, so we're getting ready for that. Reverend Lisa will do New Thoughts for a New Life on Sunday, May the 18th. This is kind of a what is unity, kind of introduce you to that, and then it'll be followed by the membership orientation and then the new member ceremony that happens on June the 8th. So if you're interested in being a part of our family, you can pick up a a form out on the lobby table that has all that info on it. Next Saturday, 9 a.m., the garden team meets out by the sheds. The place is looking gorgeous. I know you see that every time you walk in and out, and they always need some extra hands. It's a busy time of year out there. I also want to mention on the following Saturday, May the 17th, this was an Earth Day event that got bumped from April. But our neighborhood, Mount Tabor, does an annual pickup, neighborhood cleanup pickup on the 17th on Saturday. And they're looking for a few extra volunteers. If you have some time that you can donate that morning, they would really appreciate it. There's also a sign up out there on the lobby table for that as well. Women's group meets next Sunday following the service, and they have some wonderful presentations that they've been doing, and they went to the rhododendron garden last week, so there is stuff happening in there. If you want to join them, check them out next Sunday. And I have a couple of community care asks this morning. I got a call this week. There's someone in our community, lives about a mile from here, just moved into Hawthorne Gardens, having some memory issues, but their care team, all she talks about is unity and wanting to come back to church. So if there's somebody who might be willing to pick her up, Sunday mornings, it's about a mile from here. Come and see me after the service. If this is something you think you could do, it is a unique situation. We are also beginning a non-perishable food drive. It's come to our attention. We have some people in our congregation who are having some food insecurity. We want to help them out with that. Starting next week, there's going to be a box on the North Lobby table where you can bring some non-perishable items to donate to this. We're going to put together some food bags that we can hand out to them when they're in need. So creating community to support each other through times of uncertainty. That is what we are here to do. So I thank you in advance for that. Okay, my welcome packet. There it is. I see it. Sometimes she hides things from me. I have to look. So if this is your first time, I hope that you got a welcome packet when you came in this morning. If you didn't, fear not. This is your moment. Raise your hand. Our ushers have a handful of those, and they'd love to put one in your hands. On the back is a yellow card. This will get you on our newsletter mailing list, and we'd love for you to do that. You can also do that by using the QR code. For you people watching at home, please sign up to get our newsletter. It's really easy to do. On the front, there's a rose sticker. We'd love for you to peel that off and put it on your name tag so we know who you are following the service. And we certainly do hope you'll come down and join us for Taco and Connection following the service today. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and we are really looking forward to seeing you this afternoon with David. Thank you.
All right, and I want to take a moment because I don't know that we really talked about David as far as, it says here, he strikes many chords, hearts, and minds with his unique songs, offbeat observations, moving stories, sense of the hilarious, and powerful singing and subject matter. In the 40-some years that I've known David, which I know he said, I remember when you first were with your kids, and I was like, they're 25 and 23. And so, life keeps moving on. But what I've seen him do is sing the hearts of humanity, the stories of humanity, and he's woven them together in a way that it opens my heart and my being. So we're so happy to have him here. I'm excited for the concert at 1. I hope you'll be a part of that, just because sometimes we hear a lot of other news going on, and it just helps to remember, oh yes, we live in a world of love. We live in a world where we are designed to be kind to each other and include each other and remember what's important. So we're just thrilled to have him here with us. And I also want to welcome all of you who are here for the first time. One of the true intentions at Unity Spiritual Center of Portland is creating community, creating a place where we can anchor, where someone can see who we are and recognizes that we are a divine creation of spirit. And wherever we are on our spiritual journey, that's where we're supposed to be. We are all learning. And so if these words or these ideas work for you, I would encourage you to become a part. When we anchor, we continue to create consciousness and to build that, and we can also move forward from this space into the larger community. If these words don't work for you, I would encourage you to continue seeking. Find a place that does ignite that spark in you and remind you of who you are, because we are designed to join together and to support each other in this journey of life. All right, we are going to stand and sing, and you're going to teach us a song? All right.
Yeah, this one's easy. We might have done it last year, I'm not sure, but take a look at the person on either side of you right now and say, I can't wait to hear you sing. Do that for me, will you? And this song goes around things I'd like to see more of in the world. Maybe you might agree on some, or maybe you have some to add. Let's start here. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. Careful now. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more kindness in this world. Let's try. Here we go. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. Same thing. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, if it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more kindness in this world. What else about this? I'm looking for more loving in this world. There it is, you take it. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more loving in this world. My turn. Oh, this is what I see. It's complicated, A to Z, and there's no quick solution anyone is willing to make. Even though it may be glaring, it is time to be more daring, and it's time to be more caring for goodness sake. I'm looking for compassion in this world. There it is. If it's there and I don't see it. Oh, I caught you. I've been running into this lately, Reverend Lisa. I wrote the words. I've spent a lot of time on these words, and when I've been singing this, here's what my audience sings to me. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna have to be it. But what I wrote was, if it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for compassion in this world. How about peace? I'm looking for more peace in this world. Yes, I am. I'm looking for more peace in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for more peace in this world. How about justice? I'm looking for more justice in this world. Yes, I am. If it's there, looking for more justice in this world. My part again. Oh, this is what I see. It's complicated, A to Z, and there's no quick solution anyone is willing to make. Even though it may be glaring, it is time to be more daring, and it's time to be more caring for goodness sake. I'm looking for respect in this world. I'm looking for respect in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I'm just looking for respect in this world. Justice. I'm looking for more justice in this world. Compassion. I'm looking for compassion in this world. Laughter. I'm looking for more laughter in this world. Cookies. I'm looking for more cookies in this world. All right, tacos. I'm looking for more tacos in this world. Loving. I'm looking for more loving in this world. Grace. I'm looking for more grace in this world. Kindness. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. Kindness. Good job.
Thank you, thank you. And we just invite you to turn to those around you with that kindness and welcome those around you here. Greet them, learn their names.
I can play, and I'll do the, I surrender, I let go, and when I'm ready, I will know before and after. I'm kind of booking it, okay? And that comes next. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not in my way at all. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see if it is. It's wonderful to get to welcome and greet each other and realize we all walk this journey together. Seldom a Sunday goes by that I don't use Ram Dass's statement, we're all just walking each other home. And that's truly what we're learning and doing. And so in just a moment, we'll move into a time of meditation. We really will. I know. You know, I have a feeling a few of us are really desiring to welcome others, to look in eyes and realize there's people that share their love with us and their humanity. And I believe when we do that on Sunday mornings, that just holds a space in my heart for all that we desire to see on this planet, that we can recognize how sacred we are and how important our journeys are. In just a moment, we'll spend a few minutes in meditation. And on Sunday mornings, we do a short time in meditation with the invitation to all of us to realize that the silence is where we understand so much of the essence of who we are and the expansion of spirit and the realization that it's within us. And so as you listen to this music, and I just invite you to get quiet, to allow it to move through you, but to remember that every day it's time for silence.
This one's easy. It's just 4 lines. I'll give them to you. I will surrender. I will let go. When I'm ready, I will know. That's it. Sing. I will surrender. I will let go, and when I'm ready, I will know. Keep going. I will surrender, I will let go. When I'm ready, I will know. I will surrender, I will let go. When I'm ready, I will know. Mm-hmm.
And as we breathe in fully, I will surrender. I will let go. And we breathe out completely. We turn within, allowing that sacred cycle of the breath to take us inward. Surrender. Let go. I am that I am. The vibration of spirit moves through me now, reminding me on a cellular level, I am that I am. The infinite essence vibrates as me now in the silence, in the silence. And with every breath, that remembering says, yes, this moment is a celebration of the light, of the love, of the presence within. And I am filled with gratitude for the day, for the breath, for the moment. And so it is. Amen.
I will surrender, will let go. When I'm ready, I will know. I will surrender, I will let go. And when I'm ready, I will know. I will surrender, I will let go. When I'm ready, I will know. There are more loving people in this world than those noisy ones on my TV. I must use discretion and prudence before I engage with that one-eyed thief. The din can be deafening, the volume so high, repetition starts to make it sound real. And if I am not paying attention, I start to doubt how I feel. Imagine what happens when I'm willing to listen and hear. Imagine what happens when kindness engages with fear. And volume doesn't equal consensus, and shouting is a red flag to me. A softer approach to hard subjects may bring on the change that I wish to see. I will not chew on those sound bites. There's more to the stories I read, and I am not buying the message that is sponsored by power and greed. Imagine what happens when I'm willing to listen and hear. Imagine what happens when kindness engages with fear. Alarming and chilling, unnerving and cold. That's the tone of these desperate days. Disarming and human and willing and bold is my tenor for turning to grace. There are more loving people in this world than I might be led to believe. I won't be distracted from trusting and move forward to give and receive. The din can be deafening, the volume so high. I won't be seduced by the noise. I'm ready to act with my conscience and remember that I make my choices. Imagine what happens when I'm willing to listen and hear. Imagine what happens when kindness engages with fear. Am I willing to listen and hear? Imagine what happens when kindness engages with fear. Thank you. And thank you for maintaining the silence after this. You know, this is a triple-chambered ocarina that I've been in possession of for almost 40 years. And I got this when I was living in New York City, and I heard someone play one of these in the tombs of the Cathedral of St. John's of the Divine on the Upper East Side. Now, tombs is a fancy word for basement, but we were all down there having a singing workshop, pitch black. And then when the singing stopped, we heard one note, then two notes, then three notes. And when the lights came on, after our molecules had been rearranged, we all had two questions. What was that? Where do I get one? And I won't go into a long story, but this was back in the days of rotary phones and curly. Some of you know what I'm talking about. So it's made out of clay, and I love it because it feels like harmonious to me. And I haven't flown with it for years, but the last few months of viewing what's happening in our country and around the world, I just felt like I wanted to set a tone of harmony with this. And so what you saw there was kind of the two ages of Dave. This is 40 years ago, and this, Imagine What Happens, is a new song in response to my knee-jerk reactions that sometimes get the better of me, you know? And I realize that when I have a different opinion than somebody else, if I'm hurling my opinion and the opinions are going back and forth, I am not modeling a way that I can change this dynamic. So I must remind myself that I must be a model of kindness, even with people who aren't being kind. Because if they look at me and see I'm doing the same thing they're doing, we're not going to get anywhere. We're going to get further into our corners and dug harder into our position. But if they look at me and I'm kind, or if I look for an opening, it kind of diffuses that anger. You know, an adversary doesn't have anywhere to spend that anger if it's coming up against another wall. But if there's a kindness, there's sort of, for me, a disarming, if you would, you know. And I don't think we should be ramping up our arsenal of arms unless they're arms for hugging, you know, and that kind of stuff. Triple timber. So I have painted a broad brushstroke this morning. One world, many concerns. Last year when I had the privilege of being with you, my talk was called Living in Harmony, Easier Sung Than Done, which is so true. I've been traipsing around the country for full-time for like 37 years, playing folk songs that I made up, and people say, why do you write all these songs? I say, yeah, I had nothing better to do. And then a few people actually laugh, and then I say it again, I had nothing better to do. And I still feel that way. And I guess I'll retire when they pry the guitar from my cold, dead hands or something like that, you know. So today, one world, many concerns. And for me, it starts on a personal level. You know, I can't change the world if I can't change myself. I can't move the mountain if I don't have a teaspoon. You know, and I'm willing to invest some time. So I've got a couple songs here before I finish up on the piano about ordinary people who do extraordinary things. So the people in these next two songs are real people, have lived, no names are changed, and hopefully a paradigm is shifted by their incredibly altruistic actions. Do we have anybody here with Michigan roots? Okay, this one's for everybody, but I'm an Illinois boy. I lived in Seattle during the 90s, which is where I got to form these relationships with great people like Reverend Lisa and her mom, and it goes way back. But we moved back east in 2000, and I've been coming back every April. So it seems like, in a way that I never left, I get to see the great communities for every year. But now I realize I left here a quarter of a century ago and moved back east, you know, where everybody's a good-natured smart aleck. And no one pronounces R's on Cape Cod. So here goes something, true story. And there's lots of numbers. If there's any statisticians in the congregation today, you'll love the song. It's got a lot of numbers. And I might trip myself here and there. Michael and Marion met on a blind date and married within a few months. They got an idea for a place where a family could go out for dinner or brunch. Garden City, Michigan, that's where they started, expanding in 3 years to Warren. And business was booming, their pizza was doing so well that their profits were soaring. So well that their profits were soaring. That's how it goes. Then a shop in Detroit, and 2 years after that, they had 50 franchises all over. With 7 young children along for the ride, somehow Michael contained his composure. He bought the pro hockey team, then bought the Tigers, and did something else on the side. Back then Michael was generous, he loved giving back to his city and neighbors with pride. To his city and neighbors with pride. Oh, hail little Caesars, hail little Caesars, Mike gave away lots of his dough. With money for hungry folks, veterans and children, it was much more than pizza, you know. It was much more than. Today there are more than 5,000 Little Caesars in 25 countries worldwide. And if you want pizza in Fargo, North Dakota, there's a store with a sign hanging outside. The Manager noticed a person in torn clothes was digging for scraps in the trash. And these are the words to the sign that she had posted. It had nothing to do with the cash. Had nothing. My friend, if you're hungry and you need some food, please come in for some pizza and water. There's no charge at all and there's no questions asked. Doors open, we're happy to offer. We're happy. Oh, hail Little Caesars, hail North Dakota. I hope that Big Caesars takes note, and that all of their franchises have such a heart. We're all riding in the same boat. If there's anyone there to promote, those people out there get my vote. That, to me, is how you address a concern. And so I actually have a picture of the sign, and I'll read the exact words. I used a little bit of my artistic license, to make it work into the verses, but it's the same exact message. This is what the manager wrote. She says, "To the person going through our trash for their next meal, you're a human being and worth more than a meal from a dumpster. Please come in during operating hours for a couple slices of pizza and a cup of water. No charge, no questions asked." That is how you make change in the world, in my view. And Joan Baez, someone who I've admired for a long time, said this. She said, "Action is the antidote to despair." Some folk singers are really smart. And I have great affection for this next song because I was giving a sermon and song at a Unitarian church down in Florida on Martin Luther King Sunday in 2013. And the talk I do every time we celebrate Dr. King is called "We Have a Dream." Songs that he inspired that I've come across are written based on things that Dr. King said. He said many great things. As did Rumi. I've got a Rumi quote too. "Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder." And here's one I probably shouldn't be reading because it's from Voltaire. "The secret of being boring is to say everything." And here I am talking, so let me get a couple more songs in, okay? On Martin Luther King Sunday in 2013, a friend of mine called me up. She worked with a community of people with different abilities, and she was their advocate. My friend Robbie got to take her clients and friends, as she called them, to art galleries and museums and folk music concerts and plays and movies and bowling and frozen yogurt and dinner and meals and all kinds of stuff that they wouldn't get to go to if not for an advocate, who would help usher them around in a world where, frankly, some people would rather not see people like this. That may seem hard to believe here at Unity, but yes, that is true. So in the rear of the sanctuary that Sunday morning, an hour before the service, there appeared my friend Robbie and her two friends, Mary Jo Perrone and Carol Radinsky. Mary Jo they were both in their late 50s at the time, in 2013. Mary Jo was born with developmental disabilities, is what they called it then, and Carol was born with cerebral palsy. And they were beaming. They were dressed way better than I was or am today, and so happy to come to church in a place where they felt a little bit more normal than maybe the rest of the world made them feel. So with any choice of any seat in the sanctuary, they came right into the front and sat in those first three chairs that are empty this morning. But if you want, you have to get to church early on Sunday to get a seat in the back. So that's. I know you guys back there. I've been there. I've been one of you as a certified introvert. So they came and sat there, and they just beamed up at me the whole time, smiling, the biggest smiles you ever saw. Didn't say a word. And after the service, we met at the diner right around the corner. And now we're all sitting only 2 feet away from each other, and they're kind of petrified being so close to me. You know what I would say, get over it. Really no big deal. I'm barely a household word in my own name. House. And what we coaxed out of those two ladies is the reason they wanted to have lunch is because they wanted me to write a song for them. And I looked at Mary Jo and Carol. I said, what kind of song are you looking for? And Carol immediately became appointed the spokesperson because Mary Jo wouldn't look at me, and she kept nudging Carol, like, go ahead, tell him. And Carol has the most difficulty speaking, and yet was appointed the spokesperson that day. She said very slowly, and I'll say it a little faster in the interest of time, but you've ever talked to somebody with CP, you can utterly understand what they say. You just have to slow down and tune in a little bit, and then your brain locks in. She said, we want you to write a song for us because we're really tired of how people make fun of us everywhere we go, all our lives. I said, tell me more, ladies. And they told me more. I grabbed Robbie's placemat, took a few notes, and 2 hours later I had their song. You never know when you wake up where a song is going to come from. My biggest job as a songwriter is to pay attention and catch the signs, and then there's a whole lot of other infrastructure. But 2 hours later I had their song, and I made them co-writers on it because they had the courage to tell me the story. And they were very proud when that CD came out. It was priceless to them. And so I could send them a royalty check every once in a while also. Now, before you get all excited, it's a folk music royalty check. It's very symbolic, and it might be good for a coffee card every couple years or so, but I have a picture of me handing them their check, and they are just beaming a few years ago. It's just to be connected to something that was larger than themselves, which is kind of my ongoing pursuit. I want to be connected to something that's larger than me. And the reason I picked this song for this morning to honor them is because in January of last year, Carol passed away. I went and saw her in hospice when I was in Florida, and she hadn't spoken in 3 months. But when I sang to her, she sang every word. And you know that. You've seen those studies where music is still connected to the synapses in the brain, and that doesn't go away. I've seen it so many times with people in hospice. And Carol sang along, and then on May 10th that year, 2024, her spirit left that painful spacesuit of hers, Yeah, it's a spacesuit. That's another song for another time. And then this past year, I had coffee with Mary Jo, and she wasn't in good shape either. She was there with her caregiver, and I sensed this would be the last time I would see her. And sure enough, a few weeks later in February, I got a call from her sister in hospice. Mary was there, and she held the phone up to her ear, and I got to say goodbye to her before she left. So I sing our song, Mary Jo, Carol's and my song, to keep their memory alive. When we remember people, it's just like that movie Coco, if you saw it. When you have an image of somebody or a memory of somebody, they live on. This temporal thing that we walk around with is so brief here on earth. In memory of Mary Jo and Carol and anybody else who felt like the world didn't quite understand them. Know anybody? Mary Jo got a job down at the fast food joint. She was happy for the work. Mary Jo was put on fries. She's been making them for years. This is her specialty. Mary's special, very special. When you're making fries, you see a lot of people. You get to be up front, right by the counter. You get to talk to customers. You get to look outside. And Mary Jo delighted in her job. The new manager they got was someone younger. It didn't seem that this person understood that Mary Jo was just a little different, but as good as any worker that this place had ever had. One day the boss told Mary Jo to make the Happy Meals and sent her to the back part of the store. This person also used the word retarded. The meals weren't so happy anymore. Mary Jo says all I really want to be treated just like everybody else. Consider my abilities. I am competent, I work hard, and I help. Carol is another special person, compassionate and friendly, creative, fun, and kind. But she never liked a single day of school. Kids made fun of her. They made fun of her. When she grew up, she felt it was important to make a difference for people just like her. So Carol told their story to some singer, so he could sing their story to the world. Carol says, all I really want to be treated just like everybody else. Consider my abilities. I am competent, I work hard, and I help. Mary Jo and Carol are good friends, and they do things together just like you and me. So if you ever see someone who is making fun of people like think who has the disability. So I'm looking at the clock. I know, is there time for one more, or should we just carry on for this service? You sure? Okay. And there'll be more. I want to point out that today is not a folk music marathon concert in the afternoon. It won't be 2 sets. It'll be what I call a crisp concert hour, after we eat. So I don't want to keep you here on a beautiful day, but I'd love to sing for you for another hour for those of you who can stay. And that's all it's going to be. Okay? So, oh my gosh, I'm at the point in my life where every time I sit down, I make a sound like, oh, this feels good. And I want to leave you, thank you for your kind attention. It's such a pleasure and joy to be here. And I'm looking forward to tacos and songs. That's how they would say it in Massachusetts. I'll leave you with the words of Dr. King leading into this last song. Dr. King said these words over 60 years ago. They could have been written this morning, as far as I'm concerned. Check this out. One of the great liabilities of history is that all too many people fail to remain awake through great periods of social change. Every society has its protectors of status quo and its fraternities of the indifferent, who are notorious for sleeping through revolutions. Today, our very survival depends on our ability to stay awake, to adjust to new ideas, to remain vigilant, and to face the challenge of change. I'm ready for change. I'm ready to move. There's no one to blame. There's too much to do. I'm ready to go, to get back on track. It's time to move on and there's no turning back. It's my sacred job to strike some kind of chord, to challenge and help, not dismiss or ignore. Everyone gets a chance with nothing to prove. And when I do my part, then the mountain will move. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves with passion and purpose, and we can achieve the high promise of truth and the fight for what's fair, to see that all people get their fair share. So I'm ready for change, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. It's long overdue, and a debt that we owe. Everyone gets a chance, with nothing to prove. When I do my part, then the mountain will move. When I do my part, then the mountain will move. I'm ready for change.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the way, he has quite a few things out in the entryway if you'd like to look at some of the things, taking his songs home. His songs have made their way to Carnegie Hall, the United Nations, Kennedy Center, Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Kingston Trio, it goes on from there, where his songs, how they've touched the world. We are now going to shift into a time of an opportunity for generosity, for giving. This actually is our May month of special giving. And I want to invite our board member, Annie Adams, up to share a little bit with you.
Thank you, Lisa. And how are we all feeling after that? That was amazing. Yeah. And it brings me back to my gratitude for unity and what it means to me. And I was thinking about what I was going to say here. I'm introducing a special guest today. We're going to have two special guests today. And this is to kick off the May month of giving. It is time, I invite you to think about what unity means to you and how important it is. And I have a vision as your new treasurer, working very closely with Don. Where's Don? There he is. And just what it means to us to thrive and think abundantly. So May month of giving, here we are. And I have a special guest to introduce the May month of giving, who I met at how many people attended the talent show? Good, there's a lot of you who didn't. So you get to see this song that this person created. Tony the Tither, we call him. And he and his partner, Albert, have been attending Unity for a while and are such a big part of this community. But I loved the song he sang. And it seems like these songwriters are our theme today on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And so I want to introduce Tony to come on up. And this is Tony Lewis, everybody. And yay! Thank you, Tony. Okay, do you want? What do
Thank you, Annie, very much for the warm introduction. And my name is Tony, and it would be difficult for me to think of a greater honor than to be asked to kick off the season of giving. I mean, every season is a season of giving, but as we witness the spring and the flowers and everything coming to life and coming to birth, why not us too? So let's do it. That's the spirit that this song is going to be in. I got a little shtick that I like to open with a story, however they're always true, and then lead that into a song parody. And I actually have a tithing testimony that is true. Those aren't the 4 T's, those are the 3 T's. Basically, I took off my sticker. I'll be putting it back on downstairs. It's now not Tony the Tiger, but Tony the Tither. And I'll be wearing that sticker right there. I'm one of those few people who was actually born and raised in science of mind and new thought and unity, so I never had any other beliefs to overcome to adopt these. Nevertheless, moving into my 40s, yes, I am a bit over 30, moving into my 40s, I had not ever tithed. I had never opened my wallet. I had never had the courage. I had never had the belief system that I believe is very important for tithing to be effective and to work. And there's one person in this world that I need to thank that changed that, and that's my wonderful husband, Albert, in the back, who maybe could stand up there, get a little proud, the original tither. And just as a little aside, Albert and I met 14 years ago in row 7, section B over there. And that's right in this very building. So this building is a very sacred space for us. And it's an honor to be here. So what happened a few years ago is we were working with another spiritual center, and Albert was saying, I'm looking for things in my life that I want to bring more. Not money, but just more meaning, something more meaningful. And they were doing a tithing pitch at our church, so I immediately clamped down and tightened up the wallet and everything. And then all of a sudden, Albert got a phone call right as he was talking to me about this need he had, and it was from a member of the church who invited him to begin tithing. And the coincidence of that occurrence, Albert said, I'm going to begin tithing full out, the full 10%. And I was like, gross? Yeah, 10% gross. And he did it, and I said, we're free, we do our own finances. And all of a sudden, within 6 days, he lost his job. And I said, how's that going for you? Well, he's got a job now that's about 3 times better than that'll ever be, and he had to turn down 2 other offers in order to take this position. That all happened within 3 months of tithing. Familial relationship, which I won't go into the details of, healed itself, and we became a family with our parents and everything, with lots of love. And then there were a lot of financial benefits too. So I mention all of this not just to say that the tithing works, but it doesn't always show up in the way of finances. It shows up in our hearts, in our relationships, in our health, and in our being. Here's the selfish part that'll lead into the song, because I'm starting to get that sense of sing, girl, sing. So basically, I'm watching this guy get everything, and I'm sitting over here clenching my wallet, and I said, I've had enough. It's time I give this a try. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all in. And I did. And I had amazing results. That's what led to this song. And I'm going to sing it for you now. And that mic would be preferable, I believe. Yeah, let's do it. Wish me luck. Okay, this one's for you. At first I was afraid that I could never tithe. Well, I'd always kept my wallet very closely to my side. My money was my money, and it was for me and not for you. And parting with 10% was something I could never do. Then Albert set the pace. See, abundance and proficiency were all over the place. Well, I wanted to see some action, and I wanted my piece of the pie. So I finally decided, let's give this tithing thing a try. I said, let's go. I'm gonna soar All those thoughts of fear and lack ain't gonna hold me back no more. Swapping out the negative with positivity. Great things are coming now. Just you wait and see. I'm gonna tithe. Sharing freely with my center, I just know I'm gonna thrive. I've got an abundant life to live, and I got plenty of gifts to give. I'm gonna tithe. I say, hey, hey. Writing those first checks was very hard for me. Well, I was paying in advance for things that I could not yet see. Suddenly, so many things began to come my way. And now I got so much, I gotta give it away. I look at me, somebody new. Well, I'm so glad I had a chance to share my story with you. But what about your stories? Let's not leave them unexplored. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you, you're never gonna know until you get on board. So let's go. Come on, Unity. We're gonna soar together. Those thoughts of fear and lack, why don't we just leave them at the door? Swap out the negative for positivity. I see that great things are coming now. Just you wait and see. You're gonna tithe. You're gonna tithe. Sharing freely with your center, I just know you're gonna thrive. You've got abundant lives to live, and you got plenty of love to give. You're gonna tithe. You're gonna tithe. Are we gonna do this? Yeah, we are. I say, let's go. We're gonna soar, everybody together. Thoughts of fear and lack ain't gonna hold us back no more. Swap out the negative with positivity. Great things are coming now. Just you wait and see. Together we're gonna tithe. We're gonna tithe. Sharing freely with our center, I just know we're gonna thrive. We've got abundant lives to live. We got plenty of gifts to give. We're gonna tithe. We're gonna tithe. I said, let's all tithe.
Thank you, Tony. I know you took off work to come in today, so thank you. We appreciate you.
I'm so glad I went before that.
Yeah. Yeah, and now you know what our talent show looks like. So you'll have to join us for that this year. I want to take a moment. First of all, I want to thank Reverend Frank Shields and Reverend Becca Shields for being here. One of the people who started in Portland this whole idea of feeding the houseless and providing support in your community for so many years that touched all of Southeast Portland was you. And you held that vision and that light, and we are so grateful for that. I should probably also say that he became a state senator and continued to share those values and those things with us. Thank you, thank you. It's time to receive our tithes and our love offerings and the ability to anchor this idea that there is enough for all of us. Scarcity is one of the great lies that humanity has believed and has continued to live within. And I just invite you to move to a place. There's different ways you can give. I think they're still up there probably. And I just invite you to be a part of this community. We've been here we have been sharing these ideas. It will be 100 years this fall. And just the ability to tell every being you are an infinite creation of spirit. We're going to join together in our blessing. And that blessing is divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? Given the chance, I'm gonna tell you how. How many ways can I give praises for blessings I have known? Oh, I got a list and I will tell you now. Grateful for each breath awake, grateful for each step I take, grateful that I'm here to play my part. Grateful for the morning sun, grateful when this day is done, grateful that I have you in my heart. How many ways can I give thanks for all the gifts I have? Given the chance, I'm gonna shout out loud. Grateful for the universe, for the better and the worse. Grateful that this world keeps spinning round. Grateful for my memories, grateful for my hopes and dreams, grateful for the grace that I have found. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways, that is your part. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways, it just keeps going. How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways, let me hear you sing it. How many ways, how many ways can I be grateful? How many ways, I'm grateful now. I'm grateful now. I'm grateful now. I'm grateful now. I'm grateful for Tony the tither. He is really quite the provocateur. Thanks for getting up here and singing while I'm just standing here and winging till the baskets make it to the final row. And that's about the end of the show. Oh, how many ways can I be grateful? How many ways I'm grateful now.
Thank you, thank you. We love you, David. Thank you. Please join us back here at 1, at maybe at 5 after. One of the important things that we are a part of as community is the ability to touch the lives around us. And I just invite you to take the love that is in your heart, that is in your being, and to create an energy circle of love into which these youth walk. They are the wholeness. They are the life, just as they are this moment. And we get to sing them in.
You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us. You're God's gift of tomorrow. And how we love you, yes, how we love you. You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us. You're God's gift of tomorrow.
Ada, turn around.
Oh, I'm Ada, and today we learned about acts of kindness with a game where we showed acts of kindness by doing scenarios. Oh, and we found acts of kindness in magazines. Yeah. Oh, and we put them on a heart.
Hi, everybody. So me and a bunch of the other YOUers got to go to Rally this past weekend, which was so much fun. And Rally is the event where we elect our new regional officers. So our new regional officers are our lovely Sahel, who goes here, and Colin, who is in Linwood. So thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be able to go because we can go because of all of you. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. And I heard that prom was last night, so we'll congratulate Sahel next week as she gets over with that. All right, we get the opportunity as a community to stand and to set that place of peace on this planet.
Okay, here we go. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
Oh, yes. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Again, David Roth will be out in the entryway, and we invite you downstairs, and his concert will be a love offering up here at 1 o'clock, and we're going to close with our unity prayer. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And we are going to sing our youth out, and they will be downstairs for pickup. Have a love-filled week.